Hey folks, how are you today? Just a few things I want to talk about. Lots happened in the last little while, and it's been a little minute since I've done a video. Shout out to Bubba Wallace. No more Confederate flags in NASCAR. That's kind of mind blowing because NASCAR really is the mecca for Confederate crackers and rednecks. But I guess it's growing, and they're now going to remove the Confederate flag. Outstanding, good job. Shout out to the businesses that are getting behind this. Uber for reducing fees, delivering from black restaurants. Great job. Ben and Jerry's for your whole stance on racial equality. For the post you did on Black Lives Matter. Just good job on you for. But Ben and Jerry's has always been pretty good. But good job on really standing up, and to all the companies that are standing up and supporting Black lives. Outstanding. I've usually and historically have been a pretty big supporter of police, and I think there's a lot of really good cops out there. But man, there's looking to be a lot of bad ones. The Minneapolis police video of them slashing tires, to blame it on Black Lives Matter protesters. The Toronto police, before there was going to be a rally here, you see them putting rocks on the side of the road. They say they're cleaning up a parkette. Oh, it's not the cop's job. Come on, guys, you can do better. You all can do better. Every cop, you can do better. You know, uh, don't even get me started about another shooting. I can't even talk about that right now. You shot him in the back because he stole a taser and was running away. He stole a taser and was running away. He was no threat to you at all. He stole a taser. You had his address. Go get it later. It's not a big deal. But no, you executed him. But we're not even. It's. I'm here to talk about how everybody can do better. How the cops definitely have to do better. But the one thing I really want to talk about that's disturbing is the four black men that have apparently suicided themselves by hanging themselves in trees. I'm sorry, I don't buy that for a second. All of a sudden, during this time where there's the lack of racial harmony going on, all of a sudden it's now four black men who have been found hanging from trees. Come on. And they were almost immediately deemed a suicide. Give me a break, folks. Come on. I got to tell you, in the States, if there was two white guys found hanging from trees at different times, every black guy in that county would be investigated. It would not immediately be ruled a suicide. It would be looked at as a homicide almost immediately. Four black guys hanging from trees. Yeah, I think we all know what happened there. Yeah, there's a possibility maybe one of them was a suicide, but I highly doubt all of a sudden in the middle of all this, four black guys are going to decide, hey, I'm going to suicide myself by hanging myself from a tree. I don't think anybody with a brain believes that. There needs to be more investigation. And like I said, if it was one, two, three white guys hanging from trees, man, every black family would be getting a knock on their door in that county, and we all know that's true. And I'll tell you right now, they would probably arrest some black guy for it, even though he had nothing to do with it. And that just shows the inequity and inequality. Everybody, just it's sad times, but it's optimistic times. It really is good to see how many people and businesses are actually just acknowledging racism exists, actually saying yes, systemic racism exists. For the longest time, you heard, well, no, racism isn't really alive and well. There's not really a lot of racism. And for all the Canadians that say, well, racism in the States is bad, but we don't really have racism in Canada. Yeah, you do. We do. We got a lot of it. Okay. And fact of the matter is, I will never hold the States up as the gold standard for anything. So to say we're not as bad as the States in racism, well, that's like saying, hey, you only shot off 9 toes. You still have one, so it can't be that bad. Canada, we have a lot of work to do. States, you have a stunning amount of work to do. But just everybody, that's just my thoughts for today. Subscribe if you like what I say. Everybody keep safe, and we'll talk soon. Take care.